The Darien Athletic Foundation is proud to present high school varsity girls basketball live from the campus of Darien High School. It's the Darien Blue Wave against the Danbury Hatters. Welcome in, everybody. I'm Damian Andrews. So glad you could be with us for this DAF media broadcast. I am joined tonight by Brad Bushel. He's in the Hall of Fame in Illinois, High School Basketball Hall of Fame. His daughter Kate played here at Darien, then went on to play in college at Hamilton. But it's Darien, Danbury, two teams close in the playoff race for the FCIAC tournament.
Should be a good one, Damien. We're ready to go. Let's do it.
And we are underway here from Darien High School. Darien comes into this game in 8th place in the FCIAC standings in terms of the playoff positions. Danbury 9th, so they're a spot out. So that gives you an idea of how important this game is for both of these teams. Ramsey has her shot blocked by Sullivan. And here's Danbury in transition, if underneath. And Sullivan can't get it to go. We're going to give you the starting lineups for both teams. For Darien, Kelly Richter, Gwen Dolce, Katie Ramsey, Chrissy Fiore,
Lindsay Dominicus.
And Lindsay Demonicus. Here's Dolce with the ball. Dolce for three, no good. Demonicus underneath, puts it up and in. So Lindsay Demonicus, the sophomore, number 12, scores the first 2 points of the game for Darien.
Both teams are very cautious in their zone defenses, trying to feel each other out here to start the game.
Danbury's starting lineup: Sabrina Almeida, Katrina Sullivan, Susanna Almeida, Emily Grenier, and Tylynn If. If was a goalie for the Danbury girls soccer team. Darien played Danbury twice in girls soccer this season. Once during the regular season, once in the FCIAC playoffs. Or I'm sorry, once in the state playoffs. Long three there. If comes away with it. And that is going to be a foul.
It was over the back. Darien has a decided height advantage here. Katie Ramsey and Chrissy Fiore should be able to dominate in the middle, at least from looking at the teams.
Melba Chambers is in her first season as the head coach of the Darien Blue Wave. Danbury, coached by one of the coaching legends in this state, Jackie DiNardo, in her 31st season as the head coach of the Hatters. Of course, DAF Media brought you the JV girls basketball game between these two teams. Danbury winning that one. Baseline jumper rattles in and out, and it's brought down by Fiore. As Kelly Richter brings it up the floor. Here's Ramsey, strong to the hoop, off the window, no good. Fiore with the rebound, and she's fouled in the paint. No, they're going to whistle her for steps.
Oh, my goodness. Chrissy didn't seem to object to that. She must have walked. I thought she was fouled.
Thank all of you for watching this DAF media broadcast. High school varsity girls basketball, Darien Danbury. Want to give a shout out to the Richter family in Wisconsin and Illinois watching this tonight. Thanks so much.
God's country out there.
That's right. You're familiar with Illinois.
Yep.
Brad Bushel from Illinois.
There we go.
And here is Richter underneath, and Kelly Richter puts Darien up 4-0.
Darien with full court pressure, and it works.
And Danbury turned it over, but
Chrissy walked.
Chrissy whistled for steps.
Took a few steps as she intercepted the pass. But that's okay. That press did its job there the first time.
Here's Susanna Almeida over to If. Grenier. Almeida for three. no good, and Ramsey with the rebound. Kelly Richter brings the ball across midcourt.
We should have a definite advantage in rebounding with our size.
There's Gwen Dolce. Fiore, baseline jumper, no good. And Sabrina Almeida in the open court. Susanna Almeida. They are sisters, Sabrina and Susanna.
Yes.
Four 0 Darien in the early going here in the first period.
Oh. That was a foul.
That is a foul on Katie Ramsey, her first foul of the game.
Katie didn't agree with that call.
Nor did Darien head coach Melba Chambers.
Nor did I, actually. The Hatters are being very patient here. You can be sure they're well coached, and they'll take their time.
Susanna Almeida up top here with the ball. She finds Ith on the wing. Ith, the long three is no good. Darien ball. 4-0 Blue Wave here in the early going. Thanks so much for joining us on this DAF Media broadcast. Again, thanks to the Richter families in Wisconsin and Illinois for tuning in to this high school girls basketball game here from Darien High School. Damian Andrew alongside Brad Bushel. Here's Katie Ramsey with the ball. Up top to Gwen Dolce. And a Darien turnover.
Turnovers.
Katrina Sullivan with the steal.
Turnovers will kill you.
Tylin Ith with the ball in the right wing. Susanna Almeida gets it to Ith on the baseline.
Darien has a very active zone. They're all over the place.
And that'll be steps on Sabrina Almeida. You're right, Darien comes out in the zone, and they are active in that zone. Melba Chambers, I had a chance to speak with her for a moment before the game. She said, we just got to make our layups and our free throws.
Right.
Here's Dolce, long three up top. Ramsey with the second effort is good.
Well, I always say if you can make 90% of your layups and 65, 70% of your free throws, you're going to win every time.
And Darien comes into this game 4-5 overall, 4-3 in the FCIAC. Almeida strong to the bucket, no good. Ramsey clears it, gets it to Richter.
That's about her fourth rebound, I believe.
DeMonicus, just a sophomore. For three, no good. Fiore with the rebound, and Ramsey with the attempt, and she's going to the free throw line.
I believe that's 5 rebounds for Katie Fiore. Earns her a trip to the line.
So right now in the early going here, Darien doing a nice job on the offensive boards.
Very good. We certainly have the height advantage. We should be able to dominate the boards the whole game if we can stay out of foul trouble.
First free throw rattles in and out. So Dolce checks out, and Rachel Stobie checks in. Ramsey's shot is good. So the second free throw goes down for Katie Ramsey. Of course, Katie Ramsey, terrific three-sport athlete here at Darien High School. Tylin Ith, the pull-up jumper off the window. It's good for Danbury's first points of the game.
Got them on the board.
Here's Stobie on the right side. Cross-court paths to a wide-open DeMonicus. She can't make the layup.
She was wide open underneath.
Nice look by Stobie. Sullivan in the pivot off the window. No good, and here's Kelly Richter. And that'll be a foul on Danbury. And that foul is on Susanna Almeida. Non-shooting foul. Stobie to inbound. Gets it out to Richter, over to DeMonicus. Here's Stobie, inside to Fiore. She kicks it out to Richter. Ramsey in the paint, no good. And that'll be a jump ball, and the possession arrow favors the Hatters.
That was a quick call. I thought the ball was still in play.
So Emily Grenier comes into the game, and she replaces Katrina Sullivan, the senior. Here's Almeida, gets it to If. Almeida over to her sister on the far side of the court.
Darien has Katie Ramsey at the top of the zone coverage, and she's causing all kinds of havoc out there with her height and length and athleticism.
Just gonna say, put her up top in that zone, and that can cause some troubles because she is so long.
Yep, and she's quick too.
She showed her quickness on the soccer field this past fall.
Yep.
Had 5 goals in a game early in the season against Greenwich.
Oh my goodness. I've got her down for 6 rebounds so far in the first quarter.
She has controlled the glass for the Blue Wave. Graydon Overbeck running our camera 1, bringing you all the pictures and the visuals from this varsity girls basketball game. Ramsey, athletic move in the lane, no good. And Almeida up ahead to If. If, the pull-up jump shot.
That's good defense by Katie Richter that time.
Almeida's shot back of the iron. Ramsey up ahead to DeMonicus, and DeMonicus is fouled. So she's going to the line, Lindsay DeMonicus.
It's just 4 seconds left, so that was a timely fast break and foul. I must say, holding Danbury to only 2 points in the first quarter is quite an accomplishment.
We talked about this Danbury program a little bit during the JV broadcast. Of course, Jackie DiNardo is the longtime head coach of the Hatters. This is her 31st season on the sideline coaching Danbury. She has built a really nice program, has had a lot of nice players come out of the program. Here's a heave at the buzzer by Almeida, and it's no good. So at the end of the first quarter, Darien up on Danbury 7-2.
I've always thought that Coach DiNardo had the perfect voice for a head coach. You can hear her, I'm sure, downstairs in the weight room. There's no mistaking her voice.
She played, you and I were talking off camera a little while ago. She played at the University of Texas. She grew up out west.
Right.
And she played at the University of Texas for 2 seasons for the legendary head coach there, Jody Conrad, who I know you're familiar with. And played 2 seasons there, scored over 1,400 points in just 2 seasons. That's a special player. And then, of course, inducted into the Connecticut Women's Basketball Hall of Fame.
Of course.
For what she has done as a head coach.
I know in the years my daughter was playing, they won the state championship a few times. They're really a formidable basketball organization. They're a little bit down this year, I must say, from the first quarter.
So FCIAC, they won the FCIAC tournament, won the FCIAC title 3 years in a row from 2012 to 2014.
Right.
Haven't been to the state playoffs.
I guess that's what I was thinking.
For a while, you're referring to the FCIAC championship, but 3 straight FCIAC titles from 2012 to 2014. They've been to the state finals twice, 87 and 89, and lost both times to Southington.
Oh, wow.
In that state title game in Class Double L.
The FCIAC always seemed much more important than the state, actually.
Well, I tell you, to a lot of programs it is. And that was a travel by Hassana Arbubakar. So we are just underway here in the second quarter. 7-2 Darien.
Looks like Arbubakar is in for Gwen Dolce. Coach made the substitution at the quarter.
And Darien, height-wise, very formidable on defense.
Yes.
Ramsey, Arbubakar, Fiore, and then Demonicus.
It certainly showed there.
Here's Richter with the ball. She gets it to Ramsey. Richter up top. Trying to look inside for Arbubakar, but turns it over. Danbury ball.
I think Kelly Richter needs to look for a shot. She could loosen things up with a couple of long shots there out front.
The pull-up by Almeida, and can't get it to go down. Nice rebound that time by Tanisha Cunningham. If to Cunningham, back to If, pull up from the foul line, banks it in. I don't know if she called that.
The bank was open.
But the bank was open that time.
Open for a deposit.
As I mentioned, Tylynn If was a goalie for the Danbury girls soccer team in the fall. All around terrific athlete. Demonicus tries to hit the runner, no good. Arbubakar with the rebound. And Darien will reset on offense.
Chrissy Fiore is asking for the ball in the middle.
Here's Ramsey at the top of the key. Richter inside to Arbubakar. She misses it. If with the rebound.
Not a good shot that time.
Here's If on the right wing, and Ramsey with a steal. She's in the open floor.
What an athletic move.
Katie Ramsey makes it 9-4 Darien.
She's working hard out front in that zone. Makes it very difficult for Danbury to get the ball inside.
Almeida into the lane. And she
There's a nice shot.
Puts it off the bank, off the window for two. Under 5 minutes remaining in the first half, 9-6 Darien. Fiore. No good. Here comes Danbury. Up ahead to If. And a nice layup.
Darien was a little lax there.
And Melba Chambers wants a 30-second timeout, Brad Bushel.
They didn't hustle back that time.
What do you think she's telling her team right now in
I
the
think
huddle?
She's telling them to get back and keep the intensity on. I think it's been all Darien so far, but we're only ahead 1 point. She's got to keep them in the game, the intensity level up. I think there's no reason that Darien can't pull away in this game, but they've got to keep their intensity.
Competitive game here, as you'd expect from a Danbury team.
Yes.
Never an easy team to play against in the FCIAC or in the state for that matter. As we mentioned, head coach Jackie DiNardo does such a great job with the Hatters program.
You're not going to outsmart them, that's for sure. The Hatters will be in this game. Let's see if we can get a good shot here.
Here comes Richter across midcourt over to Dolce as she is now back in the ball game. Stobie up top. Here's Richter on the left wing. Down low to Ramsey. The turnaround's no good. Fiore. And Grenier fighting for it. And the possession arrow points to Danbury. And the Danbury turnover, and
Katie Ramsey disrupted things again and got the steal.
Ramsey Almeida whistled for the foul, the junior, number 4 for the Hatters. And Stobie will take the ball out of bounds. Danbury. Here's Ramsey in the paint, the turnaround. Rolls out, Fiore there with the putback though.
That's a size advantage right there.
Blue Wave up 3. You can hear Danbury head coach Jackie DiNardo.
You sure can.
Shouting her instructions to her players. Almeida up top for 3. In and out. Fiore comes down with the rebound. That's going to be a jump ball. It's going to be Darienne's ball.
This time it goes to Darien.
Jackie DiNardo just said 8 of Darienne's 11 points are on second shots, and she's probably right.
Yep.
And here's Ramsey and 1. So Katie Ramsey fouled, and she's going to go to the line and try to complete a 3-point play.
That was the first shot attempt, but you get her into her in the middle, and when she's on the move, it's going to be hard to stop her without fouling her.
And bounces in. 14-8. Darien in front with 3:10 remaining in the first half. Here's Tylin Ith with the ball. Dribbles out of traffic, and the cross-court pass batted away by Ramsey. Almeida to her sister in the corner. She drives baseline, and she is fouled by Rachel Stobie.
Got to tell you, I'm very impressed with Darien's movement on their zone defense. They really flow to the ball very nicely from the zone. Makes it very difficult for the Hatters to move the ball the way they want to.
Susanna Almeida at the free throw line. She gets her first one to go down.
I'd like to see Kelly Richter get a nice shot off for her relatives out there in the Midwest. She's yet to score.
Want to thank the Richter family for watching from Wisconsin and Illinois. Second free throw from Almeida, no good. Here's Gwen Dolce, far side of the court, puts up the 3.
That was not a good shot by Gwen.
Tylin Ith pulls up at the baseline, no good. Dolce with the rebound. And she is going to be fouled.
Darienne's in the bonus already.
Sabrina Almeida called for the foul there.
We have 2 minutes and 30 seconds left, and we're already shooting. The fouls are 7 on the Hatters and only 2 on the Blue Wave.
Dolce misses the first of the 1-and-1, and Ramsey.
Katie Ramsey's been on 3 consecutive held balls. She's all over the place.
And the possession arrow points to Danbury, so the Hatters ball. Katrina Sullivan checks into the game. She replaces Emily Grenier. Cross-court pass from one Almeida to another, and it's over her head, so Sabrina Almeida can't come up with it. Her sister Susanna with the cross-court pass.
She should know how tall she is. And she threw it a little bit too hard.
There's Kelly Richter with the ball. Dolce up top, over to Stobie. Stobie drives baseline, air ball. And Susanna Almeida brings it across midcourt. They go inside to Cunningham, and she is fouled by Fiore. Fiore didn't like that call.
That was one of those silly fouls you didn't need to make.
Tanisha Cunningham banks it in. I don't know how many bank shots we've seen, Brad Bushel.
We've done a lot. We've done a lot. I hope the bank has enough money.
These teams are cashing out. That one does not go down, but Ith with the rebound. Second effort, no good.
Oh, boy.
And it's put back up and in.
That puts him back in the game.
By Sullivan, Katrina Sullivan. The second effort there. Up ahead to Ith in the open floor. No good. Here's Cunningham back to Ith. She's blocked by Fiore.
It's hard to believe there was no foul there, but Darien comes out with it. Good ball movement, and
Here's
Kelly
Richter in the corner, no good.
She finally got off a shot.
That was her first shot attempt of the game. Wide open, just couldn't convert. DeMonicus comes in. She replaces Stobie. Rachel Stobie heads to the bench.
Rachel's shot's a little off tonight.
Ramsey, no good. Second effort by DeMonicus, no good. And then Fiore and Cunningham.
Should be Darien's turn to get this. Ball will be out to Darien.
So Darien underneath their own basket with the ball. And that's going to be Almeida underneath, no foul. She heaves it up, and here comes the Blue Wave. Ramsey in the lane. The runner's no good, and she is fouled on the second effort.
The Hatters just can't handle the Blue Waves' height underneath. We are getting second and third shots. And their only way to stop us is to foul.
Susanna Almeida whistled for the foul, her third foul of the game. Ramsey's first shot is good. Emily Grenier comes back into the game for Danbury. She replaces Susanna Almeida, who has those 3 fouls. And Ramsey's second free throw is good, so she gets them both. Darien up 4 with under 30 seconds remaining in the first half. Here's Almeida. She takes it strong to the basket.
That was a wild shot. Wild
Circus shot, no good. Gwen Dolce with the ball gets it to Richter as Darien looks to run its offense. There's Fiore. She's fouled on the way up. The shot will not count. Sullivan. Katrina Sullivan, senior, whistled for the foul.
I sure thought that shot should have counted. I thought she was on her way up and finished the shot.
In the NBA, Brad Bushel, it would have counted.
Yeah, it would have counted.
No continuation at the high school level as Fiore hits her first free throw with 7.8 seconds remaining in the first half.
That away.
Makes them both. 18-12, Darien. Time running down here in the first half. And Darien comes up with a steal. Ramsey heaves it up at the buzzer, and no good. So at the half, it is 18-12, Darien. We are going to take a quick break, and we will be back with second half action here from Darien High School. Again, Darien leads Danbury 18-12, high school girls varsity basketball. We'll be right back. We are at the half here on the DAF Media Network. High school varsity girls basketball. Darien leads Danbury 18-12 at the half. We're about ready to start the second half. Damian Andrew alongside Brad Bushel
and
for this one.
The refs are doing a great job this game.
They have done a great job. They have. Every call has been absolutely
it's been
correct.
Right on tack. I've never seen such a well-refereed game, I'll tell you. Well, our referee standing. He's going to give me some money. He's standing right beside us. The Hatters will take the ball out to start the second half.
Want to give a quick shout out to Graydon Overbeck, who is running our main camera here, camera 1 for DAF Media. This is his third game, has done a terrific job for us.
Doing a great job.
Yeah.
Great job.
Shot looks great.
Maybe you should quit school and go into business.
Here's Almeida, long three off the front of the iron. If with the rebound, and she puts it in, and Danbury cuts the Darien lead to 4. Again, we want to give a shout out to the Richter families watching us in Illinois and Wisconsin. That's going to be an over and back. Although Darien head coach Melba Chambers says a Danbury player touched the ball.
I don't think she's going to win that argument.
Nope. Of course, Melba Chambers, in her first season as Darien's head coach, played collegiately at Georgetown, also coached at her alma mater. Cross-court pass from Almeida to If.
That's an excellent design play. Very good.
Has the last 4 points of this game. 18-16. Darien clinging to a 2-point lead. Here's Richter. The long three is no good. Almeida with the rebound. Up ahead to If. And out of bounds off If.
Darien got lucky there.
Danbury head coach Jackie DiNardo thought that ball went off.
So did
I. The Darien player.
So did I, but I'm a long way away.
Here's Ramsey.
It looked like to me, Katie Ramsey passed the ball to herself that time.
It almost looked that way.
But maybe it was deflected.
If inside to Sullivan. She kicks it out, or at least tries to, but it's picked off by Kelly Richter. The sophomore brings it up the floor. Here's Ramsey. She had 10 points in the first half, has 12 in this game. Dolce, 3, no good. Sullivan comes away with it. And Susanna Almeida brings it across midcourt.
Danbury's in this game.
Very competitive game, as you would expect. FCIAC rivals. Important game.
Yes, very
in terms of the FCIAC playoff picture for both of these clubs.
It's still early in the year, but games like this are crucial.
If the playoffs started today, Darien would be the 8th seed as Almeida misses that long-range jumper. And Danbury would be on the outside looking in, but we've got a lot of season left. Here's Fiore at the free throw line, gets it to DeMonicus, and Ramsey is fouled on the putback.
Katie Ramsey's everywhere. That's her 12th point. She had 10 in the first half, and she's going for her 13th point here. Darien only has 22 points, so she's dominated.
And it rattles in and out. 22-16 Darien.
Oh, the lights are going out here in Darien. Now they're coming back on. Somebody leaned on a switch.
And we are still on our broadcast.
Which is good.
That's a good thing. Wasn't a power outage. It looks like Seems like somebody turned the lights off.
Coach DiNardo's wondering what's going on over there. They weren't in the middle of a good fast break, so she can't complain.
Here's Ith on the right wing, double teamed, gets it to Almeida. And it stays Danbury.
I was bragging on the refs there at halftime, and I think they missed that call. I had a good line on it. It should have been Darien's ball.
Almeida to Almeida, the backcourt mates, and a nice steal by Richter as she
play by Kelly.
strips Emily Grenier of the basketball.
Kelly had 2 points in the first half and has been managing this game very well out front for the Blue Wave.
Nice play. A little give and go action that time. Demonicus to Ramsey, back to Demonicus, and she draws the foul.
Very well executed. Got to convert these free throws, though. She got the first one.
Tanisha Cunningham checks in for Danbury. Emily Grenier checks out. Demonicus gets them both.
That's a big help when you can make your free throws.
And it's an 8-point lead now for the Blue Wave here in the second half.
Danbury's trying to screen Katie Ramsey out front.
Pull-up jumper on the baseline is good by Susanna Almeida, the junior.
They're trying to lock Katie Ramsey into a stationary position out front by putting Mad Hatters on either side of her. We'll see what happens.
Of course, the Darien boys basketball team at Danbury tonight, coming off a big win over Brian McMahon. The half hook shot by Demonicus doesn't fall.
That'll be later tonight, right, Damien?
That's later
Probably
tonight. That's a seven. It's about 45 minutes from now.
Yeah.
Up in Danbury. And the Danbury boys team always comes to play as well.
Should be wild up there.
Fiore with the ball at the elbow. Here's Ramsey in the corner, kicks it out to Richter, over to Dolce.
Great ball movement on the part of Darien. Very patient, moving the ball well.
Here's Dolce off the front of the iron, no good. Demonicus, though, the second attempt, and she is fouled. She'll go to the line and shoot two.
We're moving that ball very well, and then we've got excellent box out underneath and got the foul shots. Good reward for excellent offensive series.
Misses the first free throw. Lindsay Demonicus, only a sophomore, playing valuable minutes here on the varsity. And the second one is good. 25-18 Darien as Almeida brings it up the floor. Darien playing a zone with Ramsey up top. And that'll stay Danbury ball. Darien has had success with that zone.
Yes.
With Ramsey playing the point.
Yes. She's very active.
Here's Almeida in the lane, crazy shot, and Cunningham with the putback.
I believe Chrissy Fiore actually blocked that shot, but they got her right back and put it in.
Tanisha Cunningham for two. Demonicus, the runners, no good, too hard off the glass.
I believe she got fouled again.
And that is going to be a Danbury. That is Susanna Almeida, and that is her fourth personal foul.
It's pretty early in the game to. Let's see what Coach DiNardo does here if she brings her out.
Underneath to Fiore, she's blocked by Sullivan. And here come the Hatters. Almeida into the corner to Ith. Back out to Almeida. She swings it over to her sister, Sabrina. Here's Cunningham at the free throw line. Almeida, Susanna for 3 off the back of the iron. Richter with the rebound. Kelly Richter now brings it up court. Fiore in the pivot.
Goodness.
No foul called. Almeida in transition. Scoop shot to the hoop, and she gets it to go. A little Pete Maravich action
that was
that time,
beautiful.
huh?
That was beautiful.
So Susanna Almeida playing with those 4 fouls. DeMonicus and nothing but net. Lindsay DeMonicus has a bright future for the Blue Wave. Just a sophomore,
certainly does.
Playing valuable minutes here at the varsity level, and Ith is fouled. And I believe that's on Gwen Dolce. That's her first foul.
Lindsay does have a bright future. She controls herself very well out there for a sophomore. She's very into the game, takes advantage of her opportunities, and she's obviously a good shot.
So a timeout breaking the action here. Darien up 27-22. Damian Andrew joined by Brad Bushel, whose daughter Kate, we've talked a bit about on some of these DAF media broadcasts. Kate,
yes.
And 2014 graduate of Darien High School, went on to play college basketball at Hamilton. And of course, Brad himself grew up in Illinois and is a member of the Illinois High School Basketball Hall of Fame. That has a nice ring to it. You know, my
yes.
father, my father coached at a small high school in upstate New York, Chatham High School.
Right, right.
And he was inducted into that high school's Hall of Fame.
Yes.
And Brad, I tell you, we had quite a shindig. He was so proud of that moment. Anytime someone honors you.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, there are a number of Hall of Fames out there, but when you get honored by a Hall of Fame, especially one like the High School Basketball Hall of Fame out in Illinois, that's special.
Yep. We had a big to-do out there when my team was inducted, and all of us went and got our award. It was a lot of fun.
So back to the action. Here's Tylynn If. Susanna Almeida into the lane, no good. And Fiore comes away with the rebound. Chrissy Fiore, such a presence in the middle for Darien. She does a lot of the dirty work down low for this Blue Wave team.
She's a disruptor. She disrupts what's going on.
And that's a Darien turnover as Almeida is fouled by Ramsey before she got the shot off.
That was one of those good fouls. She stopped.
That was an easy 2. That stopped the fast break.
Stopped the fast break, and Katie's not in foul trouble, so she's okay.
And Darien had a foul to give at that point, and that's traveling on Sullivan. So Katrina Sullivan, the senior forward, whistled for traveling.
So see, that foul worked out.
Here's Richter to DeMonicus. Over to Dolce. Dolce, the ball fake. The runner draws nothing. The air ball. And here's Ith in the open floor. And she takes it all the way to the hoop, but she is blocked. Her shot blocked by Fiore, and it's out of bounds off of Danbury. Blue Wave ball.
That's a way to stop a fast break. Just stand there and swat the ball away. Coach DiNardo's commenting on the action.
She is intense, to say the least, on the sideline.
She'd make a good play-by-play person.
She knows the game inside and out, has had a lot of success in her 31 years at Danbury.
She does have a tendency to get a little excitable. That might not be good, but it's good for a coach.
Here's Dolce. Richter over to Fiore. DeMonicus inside to Richter, has her inside to Ramsey, has her shot blocked by Sullivan, and here's Almeida pushing it up the court to Ith. Ith guarded by Dolce. The turnaround jumper is no good. Almeida off the mark. Time running out here in this third quarter. 27-22, Darien in front.
Darien has not used a lot of players in this game, and I wonder if some of our players are getting tired.
Time running out in the quarter, and Darien's not going to get a shot off, and that'll bring to end the third quarter as we go into the final 8 minutes with the Blue Wave up by 5 points.
We still have a ball game here.
Certainly do.
And as I say, the Darien starting players are getting a lot of minutes, and I hope they hold up. I hope they're in good shape. They look to be.
Darien has led throughout the second half. They had the lead at the break, at halftime.
Yes. I believe we've led the whole game, if I'm not mistaken.
So, Brad, put on your coaching hat here for a second.
Yes.
If you're Danbury head coach Jackie DiNardo, what are you telling your team in the huddle?
I'm telling them to be persistent and to hang in there. And a couple of shots go down. They hit a couple of threes. They're right back in the game.
Yeah, a lot of time left. This is a close ball game.
I think from watching it, you would think Darien is dominating this game, but the scoreboard doesn't show that. And Coach DiNardo, I just keep encouraging our players to hang in there. Hit some shots.
Danbury came into this game 5-5 overall, 3-3 in the FCIAC. Darien 4-5 overall, 4-3 in the FCIAC. Here's Richter with the ball, kicks it out to DeMonicus. She tries to go baseline, but a blocking foul called on Katrina Sullivan, the senior. So it'll be Darien ball out of bounds underneath their own basket.
I think Darien needs to continue to exploit our height advantage in the middle and get to the foul line.
Richter, quick pass inside to Fiore. The turnaround is no good. And the rebound by Tylin If gets it to Susanna Almeida. Here's If, baseline. Katrina Sullivan comes in. She throws it up, no good. And Danbury head coach Jackie DiNardo has Susanna Almeida, the junior guard, in the game still, even with those 4 fouls.
Right. It's going to go with her. Looks to me they have a short bench. They have some players over there that haven't played, quite a few of them.
And that is going to be a foul on Chrissy Fiore. And she doesn't like that call.
Chrissy only has 4 points tonight, but she's been disrupting things in the middle.
To your point of a moment ago, Danbury does have some JV players that we saw in the JV game. Of course, DAF Media broadcast the JV game before this one. And one of those players, Tiana Rogers, a freshman, was a big reason why Danbury's JV team beat Darien's JV team, a presence down low.
And she's a big. They could use her in this. But I think Coach DiNardo probably knows her roster better than we do. Yeah.
So
I defer.
Sabrina Almeida gets the second free throw to go down.
Darien is definitely less active on offense now.
And If comes away with it.
Darien picked that one up. We got lucky on that.
Here's Fiore down low, and it's good.
Move.
Nice play by Chrissy Fiore.
It was a good sequence for Darien to keep the lead here.
29-23 Darien after that bucket by Chrissy Fiore, the senior. Here's Ramsey with the steal as she picks Grenier's pocket, and Jackie DiNardo wants a timeout. 31-23, a little run by the Blue Wave.
This game has been all Katie Ramsey.
Katie Ramsey has played well, had 10 points at the half.
I think she said 5 or 6.
We left our
This
statistician at home for this game, so we don't know how many points she has to
We
this
did.
point.
We don't have one of those scoreboards in Darien that shows the fouls and the
That's right.
points. Some of the gyms have that, which is very helpful to people like us trying to call the game.
So a quick 4-point little burst there by Darien. The Fiore turnaround off glass in the pivot. And then the quick steal by Ramsey for the easy deuce going the other way.
We built a little lead here, 8 points.
This has been a tough stretch for Danbury in terms of road games. 4 of their last 5 games have been on the road.
Oh, goodness. They need to get home.
Of course, last season, this Danbury team made it to the FCIAC tournament and the state tournament. Lost in the first round of states last year. Surprisingly, didn't make the state tournament 2 years ago. But they are always a staple come state playoff time is Danbury. Here's Almeida up top. Gets it over to her sister. Darien in the zone. Cunningham gets in the middle. And that is going to be a jump ball as Fiore and Tanisha Cunningham, the sophomore, both struggling for it. Susanna Almeida taking the ball out of bounds. Gets it to her sister underneath the basket. She kicks it out to Tylynn Ith. Here's Susanna Almeida on the far side of the court. And the jumper rolls off the rim. Gwen Dolce with the rebound. Here's Kelly Richter. You know, Richter's really only taken the one shot there, I believe, in the first half.
I think she had 2. They credited her with 1 field goal.
One field goal.
We must have missed one.
Okay, so she only has 2 points,
Yep.
but she has played an all-around nice floor game.
She's
for
handled the
Blue
ball
Wave.
really well. Sped things up when she needed to and slowed things down when she needed to. Very impressed.
31-23, Darien, as Katrina Sullivan comes into the game replacing Emily Grenier.
Danbury's decided to press here.
Kind of thought we might see this.
Yep.
It comes at the 5:13 mark of the 4th quarter, and DeMonicus' shot's no good. And here's Susanna Almeida with the ball as she brings it up the floor. Up ahead to Tanisha Cunningham, and she can't get the bunny to go down.
Well,
And that is going to be a foul on Gwen Dolce, the sophomore of Darien. You know, Richter, Dolce, DeMonicus have really played valuable minutes for the Blue Wave. All sophomores, all 3 sophomores.
absolutely.
Here's
Nice
Almeida.
move. Nice move.
Nice scoop shot in the lane. Sabrina Almeida. As Danbury looks to cut into that Darien lead, down 6.
They're trying to trap now in the half court.
Ramsey to Fiore. She rolls to the basket. Is blocked by Cunningham. She wanted a foul. And here's Almeida.
I sense a momentum changing a little bit.
A little bit of a momentum shift here.
Yep. We'll see if Darien can withstand this momentum surge.
As Danbury has answered Darien's run of a few minutes ago. The scoop shot underneath by Ith is no good. Scramble for the ball on the floor, and Dolce comes away with it. 2-on-1 situation, and she is fouled by Sabrina Almeida. So now that Almeida sister had a foul to give there, not foul trouble.
Right.
Here's Richter. Puts it up, no good. DeMonicus with the rebound. She is stripped of the ball by Ith, who comes away with it, brings it up the floor. Gets it to Susanna Almeida. over to her sister Sabrina. Danbury looking to attack this Darien zone. Sabrina Almeida splits it, and I believe Dolce will be whistled for another foul.
I suspect Darien's getting a little tired. We're just not as quick on defense. She was able to get in the middle there and get a foul. We'll see how the last 3 minutes goes here.
Here's Susanna Almeida, long three, no good. And that is going to be a jump ball, possession arrow pointing
Darien gets
to the
the
Blue
ball.
Wave.
Yep. And Danbury's going to press here. Chrissy's having trouble getting the ball in, and she throws it long, and it's fouled.
And Demonicus is fouled by Katrina Sullivan.
I believe we'll be going to the line now.
You know, I was just looking something up. I was trying to, I said earlier in the broadcast, trying to think of some of the really talented players that have played under Danbury head coach Jackie DiNardo.
Yeah.
Casey Smith is one of those players. Ended up committed to St. Joe's, went down there, then transferred to Fairfield University, where she had a stellar career, and I believe she's playing overseas in Germany.
Oh, really?
Yep. But had some injury issues in her college career, but really had a nice career at Fairfield, and she was a big part of this Danbury program.
Yes, my daughter played against her both.
I was going to say.
In high school and AAU.
Yep.
She was a dominant AAU player. Yeah, which I'm sure has attracted her to a lot of college coaches.
Casey Smith.
She was tall.
Had an opportunity to cover her a little bit when she was at Fairfield, got to know her a little bit. Always spoke so highly of Coach DiNardo.
Yes. And during those years, too, there was a set of twins that were one was left-handed and one was right-handed. I forgot their names, but they could shoot the lights out of the ball. I'm telling you, they stuck a dagger in our heart more than once. Those twins. I forget their names now, but
so it's 31-25 Darien, and Ramsey is fouled, and I believe it is on Susanna Almeida.
Yep.
And if it is, that is her fifth foul. Yeah. So she has fouled out, and that's a tough loss for Danbury.
That was an unfortunate foul for her. She was standing there as Chrissy turned to pivot.
Ramsey hits the first foul shot.
I believe we're in good shape here with Darien if we continue to make our foul shots, as is normal in a close game.
Misses the second free throw.
I think it got too quiet in here for her. I think she hesitated.
And Demaya Moore is in the game now for Danbury. She replaced Susanna Almeida, who fouled out. Demaya Moore had a great game in the JV contest before this one. Moore goes inside to Cunningham. And Emily Grenier comes away with it. Here's Cunningham. High off the glass, no good. And Rachel Stobie,
and again,
the rebound.
Again, Chrissy Fiore was just disrupting everything in there. They could not get around her to get a decent shot.
And there's a steal by Sabrina Almeida. She gets it to Moore. And Moore is a player you got to guard because she can knock down that perimeter jump shot if she is left open, as we saw in the JV game. Grenier inside, and that is two for Tylin If.
That was a nice play. They're within 5 points.
And we've got a timeout on the floor. Timeout Danbury, as they, I would imagine, look to set their defense here in the final couple of minutes.
Well, they're very much in this game. They will not go away. And I expect them to be getting some good shots off. We need to box out, hit our foul shots, and Darien will be in good shape. It's not going to be easy. It's been a very exciting game, actually.
It's been an exciting game, a little bit different than the last game we broadcast together down in Greenwich. Darien certainly had its way with the Cardinals on that night.
Right.
And big game out of Katie Ramsey in that one.
Yep. She's continued to impress here tonight.
One thing that head coach Melba Chambers has to be pleased with, and I've stressed this a couple of times during the broadcast, but the valuable minutes she's gotten from some of her underclassmen.
Oh, yes. And I was impressed with some of the JV players, too. I think there's a bright future here, even though we're going to lose Chrissy and Katie.
And they will be big losses, the two seniors. Darien breaks the Danbury pressure. DeMonicus, though, throws it up no good. And here's Tylin If in the open floor, guarded by Ramsey. The runner off the glass is good. And Jackie DiNardo calls another timeout.
You know who we haven't seen tonight is Haley King from Darien. I don't know if Haley's ill or what's going on with her, but she's not played, and I don't believe she's here. In the meantime, Kelly Richter stepped in very nicely.
I was just checking our YouTube channel, making sure we're on the air. We have been, which
Are we?
is a good thing.
Oh,
we had a
good.
brief little flicker in that JV game in the third quarter.
Yeah.
We'll have to look into that, but a double header of high school girls basketball
It's
tonight.
fun. It's fun.
I would imagine your daughter, Kate Bushel, really enjoyed her time here at Darien and ended up playing some college basketball at Hamilton.
Yes. She made a decision early on to only play basketball, no other sport, and she loved playing high school AAU, and then she had a blast in college. Although her teams were up and down, she had a blast.
There's Katie Ramsey inbounding the ball to Kelly Richter, the sophomore. Richter in the and that is going to be a 30-second timeout called by Melba Chambers.
That's a
smart timeout as she talks to her team about their press breaker.
It was a good timeout because Kelly Richter was in trouble there with the double team. Yes, you know, and my daughter still plays basketball. She plays once a week on Thursday nights up in Easton in a grown-up
She does, in an adult league, yeah.
Yeah, she loves to play basketball.
And she's now living local.
Yes, yes. She works in Wilton at the Talk Travel Company, doing editing videos for them.
I think we need to get her on one of these broadcasts.
Yeah. Well, she said...
Got to reach out to her.
She said she would never do that.
There's Gwen Dolce with the ball near midcourt. Katie Ramsey now with the ball as Danbury double teams her.
Oh, boy.
She's able to find Fiore, but Darien turns it over as Emily Grenier comes up with the steal. Here's If.
Darien has to maintain their intensity now.
3-point game under 1:20 left. Grenier. And that is a three, and we have ourselves a tie ball game.
They hit a big shot at the right time.
So Emily Grenier, the senior, doing what seniors are supposed to do in big spots, and that's knock down a big shot.
And now our senior, Katie Ramsey, has to take over and score a couple baskets here in this final minute. The stars come to the forefront in games like this.
So this is a completely different ball game.
Yeah,
Some momentum shifts, as we talked about during that Greenwich broadcast. Basketball is so much about momentum and runs.
Well, the three-point shot can bring you back awfully fast.
Absolutely.
If you're half a dozen points down, you hit a three and make a basket and get a rebound, game's tied.
My dad used to say, if you're down 10 with about 1:30 left, you're still in the ball game.
Right.
He was a high school coach, as I mentioned earlier, in upstate New York.
You need a break, but breaks come to you.
Absolutely.
Well, let's see how Darien can handle the ball here.
Ramsey to inbound. She gets it to Fiore, who crosses midcourt.
That away.
Picks up her dribble, gets it to Richter. Richter with the ball. Richter double teamed here on the near side of the court, and she is going to be fouled by Demaya Moore.
Katie Richter was screaming.
So
there.
the junior guard called for the foul. Jackie DiNardo, Danbury's head court coach, imploring her team, no fouls.
Yes, they got a little too close. Katie Richter was screaming there. I thought maybe she was calling for a timeout, but she wasn't.
So a 1-and-1 situation for Kelly Richter. Darien in the bonus. She gets the first one. Big foul shot from the sophomore.
That was a big foul shot.
Boy, an exciting game here at Darien High School.
Got 1 minute to go. Anything can happen.
Gets them both.
Those were pressure foul shots. Those were her first foul shots of the night, and she calmly put them in.
And the atmosphere has intensified here at DHS.
Yep.
34-32 Blue Wave. Under a minute left. Tanisha Cunningham to Sabrina Almeida. Here's Cunningham to the corner to Grenier, back out to Almeida.
Somebody's going to have to want to take a shot here.
Darien in that 2-3 zone defense.
Maybe look for a timeout here.
Grenier to Demaya Moore. Here's Almeida.
They can't be wanting to take the last shot. They don't seem to be able to get one off.
Cunningham underneath. She is fouled by DeMonicus, and she will go to the line and shoot two with 15.4 seconds remaining. What a game.
Games come down like this, come down to foul shots all the time.
This is what it's all about, Brad Bushel.
This is it.
And if you're just joining us, we hope you're not just joining us, but where have you been?
Where the heck have you been?
Tanisha Cunningham, the sophomore for Danbury, misses the first free throw.
Got a big grin out of Katie Fiore when that ball went off the backboard.
Cunningham, no good. Ramsey with the rebound. And now you have to foul.
Yep.
With time running out.
Putting Kelly back at the line.
Tylin Ith whistled for the foul.
Kelly was cool as a cucumber the first time she went to the line. Let's see if she is this time. She can put this game away.
Misses the first free throw.
See a little tension in that shot.
I know the Richter family in Wisconsin and Illinois, they've been watching.
Yep, they're on the edge of the couch there.
Hopefully they've been entertained. This has been a good one. And the second free throw rattles in and out. And Jackie DiNardo wants a timeout, and she gets it.
Well, this is interesting. You know she's going to set up and get a good shot. But I still would rather be in Darien's shoes ahead 2 with 7 seconds.
Okay, now let me ask you this.
And they have the ball.
You're in the High School Basketball Hall of Fame out in Illinois. 7.4 seconds remaining in this one.
Yeah.
You've got the ball.
Right.
You want the last shot, don't you?
Well, you know, individually. But what I was going to say
That's what I meant. That's what I meant. You want the ball in your hands, right?
Yeah, but I think that I think that they need to go for a shot right away. In case they get a rebound, they have a chance for a second shot. I doubt Darien's going to be able to get the ball down for another shot. I think they need to give themselves a chance to get the ball to the hoop twice. And to me, that means somebody needs to go at the hoop, either get fouled or get a shot up and get a rebound.
Here we go. Ith with the ball on the baseline. Into traffic. She falls to the ground. Loose ball. Darien comes away with it, and that will do it. As Danbury doesn't even get off a shot. And that will do it. That is the final of this one. 34-32. Darien beats Danbury in a very exciting game from Darien High School on a Tuesday evening.
Doesn't get any better than this.
Certainly doesn't, as the teams...
I'm sorry the game's over.
the teams shake, and that is the final. 34-32, Blue Wave with a big conference win against a team that really was right behind him in the playoff picture in the FCIAC.
They put a little distance between them, and so
Darien goes to 5-5 on the year overall, 5-3 in the FCIAC. Danbury falls to 5-6, 3-4 in the conference. So a big win for the
Friday.
Blue Wave.
They have to go to Stanford, though.
And that'll be a tough.
And that's going to be tough. That's going to be tough.
At Stanford on the road.
So it's good they got this win.
Stanford, of course, a couple years ago, as you remember, beat Greenwich in the state finals in Double L to win it all. And they have done a nice job with that Black Knights program.
Absolutely. It's going to be tough, but we can do it.
Brad,
let's go there.
It has been an absolute pleasure
again.
It's been a lot of fun. Graydon Overbeck on camera one. For Brad Bushel, I am Damian Andrew. Again, Darien beats Danbury 34-32, high school girls varsity basketball. Thanks for joining us here on the DAF Media Network. Have a great night, everybody.